Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Brats and Beard Podcast. Woo, woo, woo. We got a big crowd tonight. What's going on, Drucifer?
Thursday, man. Thirsty Thursday.
Yes. What are you sipping on over there? Some Bud Heavy? What is that?
Check it out, dude.
Spotted Cow?
Oh, yeah.
Spotted Cow.
Ooh.
I love it. I'm sipping on a nice Coors again. You know, taking it easy.
I like it, dude. I like it. Lots of sports to talk about, but how you been?
Shit, man. We got a lot to discuss, but pretty good. You know, nothing too crazy on my end. I feel like there was something I was just about to say and I can't remember. Old age is kicking in.
Oh yeah. Shawn, why don't you ask how Cody is?
Cody, how you doing today?
Hey guys, it's me, Cody. Let's talk about sports. Anybody got any shooters?
Cody, you sound pretty good today. What are you drinking, Cody?
I'm drinking straight from your mama's buckler.
Cody couldn't have make it tonight. That was me. I couldn't tell, but
the best part is that he will never ever hear that.
You can say whatever you want.
Unless I post it. I might post it, maybe. I did get yelled at by a listener. They said that sometimes, cause I'm not using my mic anymore, that sometimes I'm really loud. So if I get really loud in your ears, please tell me so our listeners don't have their ears blown out.
Got you, man. And there is also another complaint. We do swear a lot, so let's try to limit the swearing.
Fuck that.
No, but for real, just a little.
Okay. Who was that from? Your mom or what?
It may have been from my mother.
It's gonna be like the that Limp Bizkit songs where he's like, I just said 43 fucks.
We are Limp Bizkit.
I'm sorry, Barb. I'll try to cut back on my swearing, but absolutely zero promises. We got to get a bleeper in here. I got to get back to editing and bleep some of those out.
Oh, that would be hilarious. It'd just be one big.
Yeah. Anyways, how are you, dude? You good?
Very good. Very good.
You're chilling in your golf simulator right now, or what?
My golf simulator is on hold right now. I'm on a par 3. I'm just about to hit it in the water. No worries, dude. But I'm actually going to host tonight. So, we're going to do a little segment called Shawn Says. And the reason we're doing this is because I'm tired of hearing what I have to say. I want to hear what Shawn has to say.
I talk all the time. What are you talking about?
And you sound a lot better than me. I have a face that was not made for TV, and I have a voice that was not made for radio.
I got a face for the streets, brother.
Yeah, right. Shawn is a beautiful man. Anyway, let's start with the NBA. Let's just go there straight away. Chris Paul's released. We'll start with the less
talk about.
Yeah. But what do you think of Chris Paul? Because for me, as a Timberwolf fan, we'll say for right now, I like Chris Paul. I want him on my team, but what's he worth?
Yeah, he's probably not worth what he gets paid. He's a very good ball distributor, but it kind of sucks that that's like his only thing nowadays is like he could get you 8 assists, or if he doesn't, then you don't get production out of him, which sucks. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of him just because he like flops like a little girl all the time. Like he's always on the ground and complaining. I don't really want him on my team, if I'm honest, but I don't know.
Wait, maybe we're not on the same page here. I wanted him for the insurance aspect.
Well, did you see what he said about his daughter? That his daughter's getting bullied at school because he's never won a championship ring. I was like, no, she isn't. And also, why is she taller than you, Chris?
So people grow differently.
I saw him one time when I lived in LA, and he turned me down for a picture because he was shopping with his daughter. And I know, obviously we know he's short, but like he is a small human being. It's crazy. Just to see some of those people in person, just because you don't expect it. He's a small dude.
Bro, Chris Paul is woke. He went to Wake Forest.
Woke Forest, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you brought up the daughter bullying thing. So one of my topics I want to talk about is what are your thoughts on fans being too rude?
Yeah, I feel like it's become more of a problem the last couple of years. Like a lot of fans are like trying to like be part of the game when they really shouldn't be. And like I get it, like people will yell or chant shit, but it's like sometimes there should be like a 10 rule rule. Like if you're within the like you can't be yelling crazy shit if you're within the 10 rows. Like I don't care if I'm sitting like upper deck and you're yelling stupid shit. Like I don't care. Players aren't going to hear it. But if you're sitting like courtside trying to like talk shit and fight with like Russell Westbrook, it's like calm the fuck down, bro. Like first off, you don't want that smoke. You're just trying to jaw off because you know you could probably win a lawsuit. But also like it's not your place. Like I don't know.
What about not at the game? So a couple examples are I saw a kid saying Dak Prescott, my mom bought me this jersey or whatever. What did your mom buy? His mom just died. He was trying to.
Jesus.
Yeah. Isn't that like a little like across the line?
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Is that like on Twitter or what?
I don't know where, but then I saw one about Nick Bosa.
That's
he was like
wild.
at one of the 49ers games or no, not. I don't know what it was. Doesn't matter. But someone was calling him out or whatever. It's like, do you really want to fight Nick Bosa? Like, are you?
Yeah. People are scared of him with a helmet and pads on. Like, are you serious, dude? Yeah, people like, well, I think it stemmed from like everyone's a Twitter warrior nowadays. So it's like everyone will talk so much shit behind their computer and then sometimes when they go to a game, they like still feel the need to do that. And then I think it like catches up to people quick. But like, then they get saved by security and shit. But some other people, like fans will smack them in the fucking face. And then guess what? Now you got a bloody face and you're fucked up. So there was I think there was a hockey one somewhat recently. Yeah, it was a Panthers fan. That kid with the mullet. Did you see him?
Yeah, he was a Stars fan, Dallas Stars.
Oh, Stars fan. That's him. Yeah, because you're sending that. Yeah, and he got his face beat the fuck in. It's like, yeah, those are the type of people who will talk like smack to people on Twitter all the time and be like, no. Yeah, show up and find out. And then he gets hit in the face by an old guy and next thing you know, he's done.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way because it's two-sided though, double-sided. So like Nick Bosa, like even respond, like he was wanted to beat up the guy. He was like pissed off, right? Dude, yeah. You know who you are. Like, you don't have to respond to these fools. But you know what? They're humans still. You know
I mean? Is that when he was like standing outside of his family?
Yes.
Yeah, yep. I remember seeing that. That was weird. Like I didn't know what it was. Yeah, it was very strange. They were like at another game or something, and he was just like,
exactly.
Stupid. Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, sorry to sidetrack. Let's go back to let's move on from Chris Paul. But we got Nuggets and
CP. I don't know where he's gonna go. We'll see. I don't know. Interesting, weird, whatever.
What if he goes to the Bucks? It's like Bucks for Chris Middleton.
He might. I mean, the Bucks are making some very interesting coaching changes right now that I don't know if there's a motive to some of them or if they're just trying to find good pieces that have somewhat worked together before. So like we hired Adrian Griffin as our head coach.
Yep.
And he was Raptors coach. And then we brought on, what's his face? Scott, I almost said Harry Styles.
Scott Frost?
No. What the fuck is his name? He used to, Terry Stotts. Brought in Terry Stotts, who used to coach for us. He was also links to Portland and Dame and all that shit. And then they brought on, just a little bit ago, they brought on a guy who had previously worked under Monty Williams for the Suns and some other places too. So it's like, it's very interesting just because there's a lot of ties in places and you never know if that means they'll have pull trying to bring people in. So I don't know. I mean, obviously you've heard me before. I'd love to see Dame or somebody like that come in, but you never know. Maybe a Suns guy would pull Paul in or who knows. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they'll make a big
Dame.
change, and they'll just pay Chris Middleton too much money. So
If the Bucks get Damian Lillard, I will buy a jersey for sure.
oh, I'll buy it. Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. That would be totally awesome. But I think he's fully invested in their rebuild right now, just because they got a good draft pick and all that stuff. So I don't know. I think he'll end up staying. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know where he's gonna go. What else you got in the
What do you think of the game so far? Finals.
I mean, I'm trying to decide if game 2 was a fluke or not, and if the Nuggets were just a little too cocky. But then game 3, they took care of business. I mean, I'd said my bet, I think, was Nuggets in 6. I mean, I could see him doing it in 5, but maybe Jimmy B will sneak one more out.
No, man. The only way they sneak one more out is if it all depends on the refs. It's the NBA, man. And that's why I said in 5 Nuggets, because they got to give them one. Like, they'd lose out on so much money. We've talked about that. But I didn't watch game 2. But game 3, look at it. It was an absolute blowout.
Yeah. Jokic had the first 30, 20, and 10 game in NBA Finals history, which is absolutely insane. Like, props to that dude. And he's just so humble about everything. He didn't even know or care. He's like, okay, whatever. Like, he just wants to win, which I love. So yeah, I mean, I think, they're going to take care of business. Denver deserves it. Jokic deserves it.
I hope you're right, man. I'll win all that money. But, also, I'm a broken record about this, but Jokic, his decision making is so good. And here's a great example of what I'm talking about. I figured it out. So like when I'm going fast on a road and it's a 1-lane road and I want to pass a couple cars, I go, all of a sudden I see a car coming up, right? I'm like, you either go or you slow down. His decision making is just like that. And he always makes the right decision. He's either, I'm going to shoot it or he doesn't hesitate. There's no hesitation. As soon as you hesitate, that's when
Yep.
chaos.
He just picks up that car in the other lane and then throws it and passes it. That's what he does. Dude, yeah, he makes unreal and I know we talked about it, like sometimes almost to a fault. He's like too pass first sometimes, but I mean most of the time it's like a really good decision. And like I don't know if you saw the one pass. I can't remember what game it was. It was 2 or 1. Somebody had him. He was going up, or somebody just passed it to him, driving straight up the middle. And literally caught it with one hand, caught this pass like this and just threw it immediately, like a little touch pass to, I think, Aaron Gordon coming under the hoop, and he put it in for reverse. And that is just shit like that. It's like most people aren't going to see that, or they're going to catch the ball and then try to see him, and it's probably too late. But
yes,
that dude's head is on a swivel at all times. It's impressive.
It's amazing.
It's fun to watch.
And, my last comment on the games is, I saw it as he's the unsung hero, and I agree with it. Aaron Gordon. People forget that he was the face of the Magic, for a long time. And
then he fell off, and now all of a sudden found the fountain of youth, man. He's playing great role player basketball right now.
You have to grow your hair out, put it into braids.
It makes him young again, right? He's like, oh, look how young I am.
We'll see Shawn next week. You got braids. That'd be hilarious.
Guys, look how young I am. Last thing with that is the next Nuggets game that you're watching, and I'm sure you've already seen it. You've probably seen memes and shit about it. But Michael Porter Jr., he has never passed in his life, I don't think. It is unreal to watch. And I know there's a lot of jokes going on about it, but it is a dead serious thing. Anytime that guy gets the basketball, it is going up. There was a screen grab I saw where the other 4 guys were all wide open, 3 of them under the hoop, wide open. And he had 2 guys on him, and he was pulling up from 15. He's like, fuck it. It's like, bro, he's never seen a shot that he does not like.
No, I sent you that meme, man. It's so freaking funny when the guy's like, this guy's never seen it. And then he's like, oh, you're not going to give me the ball?
Yeah.
He just dunks on him. You see what happens because he dunks on Jokic, and he's like, "This is what happens when you don't pass the ball."
It's like you see those things and you're like, okay, how bad is it? And then you're watching the game, you're like, oh my god, this is horrible. Like sometimes I'm like cringing. I'm like, bro, Pat, like open. Oh my God, he shot that. It's like a 28-foot three. I'm like, oh my, okay.
That is too funny you brought that up just because last night I was with my father and we were watching the game and of course, fast drive. Oh, pulls up.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Dude.
Like you're saying. So
Doesn't matter when that dude is pulling up. So funny. But yeah, I mean, Nuggets, I think you're going to take it soon here. So, that'll come to an end.
my only other comment is I took Caleb Martin to average under 15.5 points for the series. The first game he had 3. The second game he didn't play because Tyler Hero was back. And the third game.
Wait, Hero played?
He played the second game, didn't he?
Did he? Oh, I don't even know.
Well, I saw the third game he was out, so he scored 10 last night. But I guess Hero's out for game 4 too. He must be done, right?
I don't know. They were like kept like teasing him for a long time, and I was like, when is he gonna fucking play? But yeah, I don't know. I must have missed that he played in 2.
No, maybe he did. I just thought he was going to.
I don't know. Maybe.
Caleb only had 0.
That's weird. Well, I know Vincent went off in game 2, I thought. Maybe he's like, well, game 2 is when they started Love. So maybe that
Vincent
pushed
Jackson?
him. No, Vincent Jackson. I mean, they should try starting him. Yeah, I don't know. I know they were switching around the lineup in game 2 just to try to like combat what the Nuggets are doing. So maybe just pushed him to the bench a little bit. I don't know. I kind of missed that.
It's kind of fun watching props about Kevin Love just because Kevin Love. What do you think of K-Love?
So I saw a video the other day and it was like people forget how like good he was like in his prime, and they had a bunch of like Timberwolves highlights. He was a very good player. Very, very good player. Did a lot of entertaining things. But I mean nowadays he's a twerp. I'm trying to keep this PG for Barb, so he just tries to draw charges and he tries to flop and then he'll hit straight on threes when he's open. And like
yes. He's washed up.
He is washed up, but he'll make stupid plays that just piss you off as a basketball fan. That it's just like, all right, dude. Like against the Bucks, that dude was flopping on everything in the paint, and it was frustrating because he got a lot of calls.
He got one last night. I couldn't believe it, but yeah, I was in the minority.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep this moving here. Well, I have a Kevin Love jersey if you want it, Shawn. Just let me know.
I think it's all you, brother.
Do you remember when I got
Kevin
drafted?
Love? No. Maybe. I don't know.
Did you have his video game? Because this is what I'm saying. I didn't know that was him.
Oh yeah, was he on the cover? His UCLA jersey?
Yes, exactly that. Yep. So did he get drafted number 1 by the Wolves? I just asked this the other day.
I don't think he was number 1, was he?
I don't think so. That's why I'm confused.
No.
Good old Timberwolves, we always get those good picks.
Malachi Flynn. Woo, woo, woo.
All right, so you're hearing it here first. If the Timberwolves do not do something with Cat or Rudy Gobert, I am no longer a Timberwolves fan, and I'll have to pick a new team. So that'll be fun.
Bucks are open.
Blazers? No, so that's my hope for the Timberwolves is Anthony Simmons. I'll take him and a first-round pick. You can take Karl Anthony Towns. That's what my Uncle Matt said. Shout out to Uncle Matt.
Go Uncle Matt. I just don't know if they're gonna get rid of him. Like I feel like they've just invested so much in him that like.
Okay, then they're gonna lose fans.
Stupid.
One fan for sure.
Well, that's the worst thing is like, I mean, you guys have put up with a lot of crap over the years of just like bad decision making, bad drafting, bad seasons. And it's like fans are frustrated. Like when I was there, fans were very frustrated and they're like, show us that this new guy you drafted when they drafted Jarrett Culver. It's like, show us this guy's going to be the next best thing. And like, I don't even know if he's in the league anymore.
No,
I know he is, but he might not be. And, it's just things like that. And like, they get excited about somebody, but Ant is the real deal. It's awesome that you guys have him. but you have to surround him with better pieces than Cat and Gobert. And if you don't, that ant is going to be running into the ground every single year, and that dude's going to get frustrated and leave because he needs pieces. He's not an all-around player where he can just – I mean, he'll shoot 12 threes a game, but he could go 1 for 12, and he could also go 8 for 12.
One of our listeners asked us, why can't the Timberwolves ever get someone like, Giannis or Luka or, well, I'd argue Luka, but, and just a guy.
I mean,
you
can say that about
guy. Is that the guy?
80% of the teams, though. There's a lot
No,
of
Shawn.
There's a lot of teams that struggle for a long time. And also, it comes down to your scouting and shit. It's not like Giannis was Victor Wembanyama coming out of the fucking draft. They scouted the shit out of him in Greece and took a risk.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. So it's like some of those guys, it's like a lot of these guys are just looking for that next superstar coming out of college, and a lot of those guys don't necessarily pan out, but I don't know.
There's a movie called The Air Up There. Have you ever seen that?
Air Up There.
It's where this guy, it's an old movie, by the way. It's not like it's new. A guy goes to Africa and finds these guys and gets them to be NBA players. They're just amazing.
Yeah.
You never saw that?
I don't think so.
I think I dreamt that.
I
should make that movie.
We should. Let's do it. Let's get Jack Harlow, bro.
This one time, when I was 5, I thought of a unicorn. I was 5.
I was 5. Oh, that's a great quote.
Level, right?
It's a great quote. Yeah. 2 things. Remind me of the Brewer game announcer in a second. But what I was going to say about there's an NBA thought there. What were we talking about?
And finding superstars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you go kind of off topic? I mentioned Jack Harlow. Have you seen that White Man Can't Jump yet with him?
No. I ain't watching that. Is it good?
Not really. Nothing special. None's going to beat the original, so yeah, I mean it was whatever. He tries to be Mr. Funny, whatever guy. It was funny. If you're bored, throw it on. Yeah, you can't beat it. So,
but is it worth watching? Entertaining?
If you're bored and you're doing it's fine. Yeah, it's good enough to have on in the background or something. I wasn't crazy into it, but it's fine.
Shawn, you said you've been watching Dave.
Yeah. So I finished. The season just ended.
Oh my God! So that scene with Jack Harlow.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Oh my God, dude. At first I'm like, is this really happening? And then I'm like, Oh my God, this is perfect because it's everything I've ever thought, Shawn. I'm like, this is
dude.
Dicky. What's happening here? When he's he's like, you stink, bitch.
You stink, bitch.
I like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was pretty funny for Dickie to recognize that and then have it in his show. That's hilarious. Are you caught up? Have you seen the finale or no?
Dude, I haven't even watched it. I saw that on a.
Oh, really?
And shared it, and I'm like, it was the day after you said, "Hey, are you watching Dave?" And I'm just like, dude, we have to. So we were at the cabin, but my dad put on season 1, episode 1 because my uncle hadn't seen it. Oh my God, I was crying. It's just so stupid.
Dude, this season's it is pretty entertaining. There's some pretty weird shit, but that's Dave. But the last episode it's wild. Well, he has a big cameo. I don't know if you've heard or seen anything, but he has a huge cameo in it. And
just say who it is. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. It's Brad Pitt. And Brad Pitt is in this entire episode with him, and it is just the funniest premise, and it's fucking hilarious. It's so good.
Dude, that is a teaser. So yeah, watch it now.
And Rachel McAdams is in it too. He's half falling in love with. Well, I don't know if he's falling in love with her. He just had a crush on Rachel McAdams.
Jesus, dude.
And he writes a song
Wow.
about her. It's called Mr. McAdams, and it's hilarious. He better drop. He teases a lot of songs in this season. Like every song or every episode, like pretty much has like a new song in it. And I'm like, you better put these out though. Like I'm sick of like just keeping these as sound bites from your show. Like, why is there not an album or a soundtrack? Like, very strange. But
Dude, my favorite part of the show so far after watching that first episode again is like how these celebrities who come on they don't care about so let's use Liam Neeson. He's like, yeah, I hate black people. Like, he's like, I'm racist as heck. And he had like an issue before. Like,
yeah.
But like, yeah, so it's like a joke. So it's funny because it's like, yeah, he's trying. So let's use oh my gosh, I can't think of who it is, but it's a rapper in the first episode, and he's like a D-bag. And it's like, when you're able to make fun of yourself, it makes everything a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. That's why like the Jack Harlow bit was pretty funny. And then
yes, exactly.
Also in that same episode, like MGK and Travis Barker are in it, which is funny because now MGK and Jack Harlow are like beefing. And then like Megan Fox is in it, like they're all like kind of in this one scene together. And it's kind of funny.
I don't mean to be political here, but I am a little frustrated with Megan. I saw that whether this is real or not, that she has like 3 boy kids or whatever, and they all dress as girls, and they're like under the age of 10. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Is that real?
I don't know.
I don't even know she had kids.
That's the only thing I care about is we just don't press. So if they all want to do it, that's fine. I don't care about that. But it's a coincidence that all 3 want to do that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Unless they all want to do what their brother wants to do. I don't know.
They must go to public school and shop at Target.
That's my shop.
Anyways, speaking of that, this is kind of mean, so borderline mean. So skip the next 10 seconds if you want, but not really mean. But I was at the Brewer game last night, and they have like the little like kid like guest announcers, and a lot of times it's like a little 6-year-old or something, and they're like trying to pronounce the names, like Christian Yelich and like whatever. And this kid, he was like, I think he was 9 or 10, and like looked like a pretty grown boy. And they like the first person was Willie Adames, and he was like, Willie Adames. It's like, oh my God. She was like, I think he might be behind a little bit in his reading. I mean, it seemed like he was. I hope nothing was wrong with him. If so, I'm going to hell and I apologize. But
John, he was probably nervous as heck to talk. Look at how we talk.
I think he might go to MPS school, I mean, so
Minneapolis?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably the equivalent to Milwaukee Public Schools. Anyways, all right, we can talk sports.
Really quick. Let's go like this. Shawn, you can try to cut this out, but I'm speaking for everybody. Love is love. Do what you want to do. I don't care. But I'm just saying, pushing it on children, I'm just not for that. Let people be who they want to be. That's it. That's what I'm speaking for. And Shawn, don't come at kids that can't read. Jesus, dude. I see you try to spell, freaking, what is that word in the middle of us? A xiphoid. Spell xiphoid. This is Z-Y.
Hey, I was actually just kind of jealous because that kid had a better reading level than I did. And I'm 32.
All right, but I will say an unpopular opinion. They should do away with that. I don't want to hear this. I came to freaking watch a professional baseball game. I didn't pay for this little kid, and why isn't my fucking kid up there?
Yeah. If my kid's not saying play ball, then you can get the fuck out of here.
But no. All right. Let's go on to baseball. Brewers are god awful.
They're like hit or miss, like really, but I mean, started off hot, then pretty shitty. They are very young. They're very, very young. I will give them that. And I've gone to 2 games so far, and Mr. Joey Weimer has hit 3 home runs when I'm there in 2 games. So he crushed 2 last night, crushed 1 the first game I went. Yeah, I don't know. Some of our guys are, like batting pretty decent. Him, that Owen Miller kid, pretty solid. Corbin Burns pitched pretty well last night. But like Yelich, he had a hit last night. Great, good for him. He got a single.
Oh, terrible, man.
It's just crazy that like our guy who was an MVP a couple of years back, like is now batting first in our lineup. Like that's not a good sign. Like a guy who used to rake, like he's just our leadoff man.
Trying to get traded.
Something, dude. It's not, whatever he's doing is not good.
But Shawn, in your defense, I mean, you don't have to defend them, man. It's a young team. They're not looking for anything right now.
Oh yeah.
Corbin Burns, he's your ace, and he's not even that good, man.
Yeah.
So, like, you got Corbin Burns, you got Rhea, and Rhea's doing okay.
Yeah.
You got Peralta, who's like 50 now.
Yeah.
But he's still throwing heat. And Woodruff, I haven't seen him. Is he hurt?
He might be. I could see them making like a move though. I think they're gonna make a move or two.
For what?
I hope they do. Any like a bat maybe, a bat or two. I don't know. I feel like they got to do something. Or the other option is that we're just going to pull an Oakland A's, and we got the threat from the MLB that if we don't renovate our stadium, then they're going to move the team. So that's fun.
Yeah, but the A's have been playing really well the last 3
Yeah.
along with the Brewers. And guess what? If the Brewers would just end the game after the first inning, they'd be like top 2 for sure. They're third in first inning runs right now.
Wow, really?
Yeah. You guys just love to go off. I remember the first game of the year was like Scherzer, I think. Scherzer or Verlander. And you guys just went ham right away.
Yeah, right on them.
But
we do have
enough about losers.
We have that Jackson Churio guy. He's like our top prospect. I hope he gets a call up in the near future. I don't even know what slot he's going to go into, but they're talking a ton of good stuff about him. It's like that
position.
Baseball player.
Missionary.
I think he's outfield. I'm probably wrong, and some Brewers hardhead is going to kick my ass, but that's like that Ellie De La Cruz guy that the Reds just brought up.
Yep.
Just hit immediately, then gets a home run yesterday, and like he's their big prospect. So,
I'll tell you what, he had a terrible day. So
today,
yeah, don't worry about it. The Minnesota Twins, we have one of the best pitching staffs we've ever seen, and we cannot hit the ball. So our record is doing okay still, but it's not good, man.
Isn't that crazy? Like you guys were just like home run monsters like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
like with Buxton and shit. Like you
they
guys
changed
everything.
The ball. They changed the ball.
Changed the bases. Changed the balls. They changed this guy.
Oh, dude, Joe Ryan.
Joseph Ryan.
Have you seen the value yet?
Oh, that card?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea. Probably $2.
No, dude, Joe Ryan's amazing. You got to get that graded.
Is he killing it?
Oh, dude, Joe Ryan, I think is our ace.
All right, I'll look at it. I'll look at it again.
That's from McDonald's. Why are you faking me out, dude?
It's from fucking Walmart. Literally the same thing. The McDonald's of shopping. Came out my Happy Meal. It's pretty dope.
So that's pretty much baseball.
Yeah, I don't have much else there. I'm going to the Brewers game. I'm taking my dad and my brother to the Brewers game on Father's Day. Pretty excited. We're sitting 8th row again. Pretty cool. So we're playing the Pirates. Should be fun.
Oh man, I wonder what day that's going to be. What bobblehead day that's going to be. Probably.
It's bucket hat day, so we're going to get some bucket hats. Some Brewers bucket hats.
Shawn, is Jeff Levering still doing the games?
He is. I saw him up there sitting next to Uke.
We'll have to hit him up and be like, hang out with us.
I waved at him and he did not wave back, man.
Oh, you're stuck up, Jeff. We don't want to hang out.
He's probably like the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, he is. He's a cool guy.
If you come back and we invited him out for a beer, he would definitely come grab a beer with us, not going to lie.
Let's go play a wiffle ball at the...
Yeah, we can go to Broken Bad Brewery and
it'll be so fun.
I'm down.
Okay, let's go to hockey. Tonight is the game 3 or 4?
Tonight is game 3.
3. So they're on the road, right? Yep. They're on the road against the Panthers.
Yeah, 3.
So guess what, Shawn? I made a bet today. And
Yes.
we'll update everybody as it goes. But do you know somebody named Theodore?
Yes. Shea Theodore.
Shea Theodore to have under 2 blocks tonight.
Well, I don't love that because I have him in my FanDuel and my DraftKings lineups. So.
Oh, no. Now we'll really know if it happens.
Just blocks, though?
Just blocks. Yep.
It could happen.
I took that from an expert. It's the only reason I placed it. And I just feel like it's quite possible.
I don't know if I love that. I know last game it wasn't true, but like the first game, like the Panthers were just like letting them fucking rip.
Yeah, and that worked for
and props to Aiden Hill, dude. Like he's been a machine in goal. Absolutely unreal. Like that dude's making some of the wildest saves and just nothing's getting by him. It's fun to watch, but it's also like, it's like kind of scary. Like when you're watching a game, he's just getting so many shots put at him. I'm like, dude, I think it was like 35 or 37 he had put at him, maybe even more put at him in the first game. So yeah, I don't know. There was a wild stat. I don't know if I told you about this, but so in the last 10 years, I think it was 9 or 8 of the last 10 teams to win the Stanley Cup. The team with more rest period has lost like 8 or 9 of the last 10 than the team with less. Isn't that crazy?
Why do you think
almost like doesn't make sense? And like, okay, you can look at it and be like, oh, well, they might be rusty, but it's like, yeah, you're rusty for one game. So maybe you dropped the first game, but it's like, well, how are you losing the whole series? Like, it can't be because of that. Is it coincidence? But like, that's wild.
I think, maybe it doesn't relate. Maybe it sounds really stupid, but, so like pitchers, like they give them like, like a nice rotation, like 5 days. You don't need that long.
Yeah.
Like, you need like a day and 2 days, and then you're good to pitch again. Or like the 100 pitch count. Some guys, yes, sabermetrics will tell you, but some guys can hug 200 pitches.
Yep.
So anyway, my point is that I think there is something to that. That is like maybe not rust, but it's
something. Yeah, because I mean the Panthers, they had 9 days of rest, I think, and then the Knights ended up with 4 or 5. But 9 days is a long time of rest. But yeah, everyone was saying they're just like hammer. Obviously, I'm all about hammering the Knights, but they're like hammer the Knights just because of that stat. And I was like, well, seems to be doing fine so far.
Yeah, man.
Are you watching any of the games or no?
I haven't caught any of the games, but like tonight for sure, like I feel like the NHL isn't like the NBA, so like they can't really call too many calls to alter the game. As many. I'm sure there's plenty, but power plays and all that. I guess maybe
never get frustrated. Every call that they usually make, even if it's against the Knights, like it usually makes sense. Like sometimes it's like, okay, it wasn't that serious, but it's at the end of the day, then it's what, a 2-minute minor, and like I'm like, all right, I understand why they called it, but
right.
The last game, I think they either broke the record or they ended up second all time, but the Panthers were down by so much, so they were just like fighting and just trying to start shit. And I think it was the most 10-minute like major penalties like handed out in a Stanley Cup game. I think it was either number 1 or second, but yeah, they handed out like, I don't know, 4 or 5, and like there was just so many. All the last like 10 minutes of the game was just fighting. It was unreal. And then they just kept trying to like mess with the Knights to try to get them to fight so they'd be able to like come back and get them shorthanded. But it wasn't working, and like their captain got like eventually like ejected pretty much from the game, and yeah, it was crazy.
Damn, Shawn. But two things real quick. So one is I think I get it in hockey. The refs aren't going to make a bad call because look at their teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
And then the second one is, have you seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World? It's not one of your movies, but.
I don't think so, no.
I'll have to send you a meme because I think we should make one because he like fights guys in it. It's kind of like, fucking Letterkenny. You ever seen Letterkenny? Same thing kind of like that. So it's like, he's like about to fight this kid. He's like, what should I do? What do I do? And then there's a guy and he's like, I think that's exactly what the coach did for the Panthers.
Yeah. Dude, seriously. Like, that's all they were trying to do was fight. It was crazy. But if you get a chance, even just look up the highlights of like maybe the first game or the second, just even the second game. Just some of the goals that the Knights are getting, like they're just making a lot of very, very intelligent like hockey plays, and like some of it's just so cool to watch. Like you can just hockey moves very fast when you're watching it, and it's awesome when you can see something developing like in real time, and you're just like, oh shit, is that gonna work? Oh my god, they just scored off that. Like it's so cool to be able to see that because I mean, to be honest, like some goals. They could just be passing around, somebody rips one, and like before you know it, like there's a goal, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? Like I need a replay. But with some of their passing, some of the things that they're doing, like you can just see it develop, and like you're like, oh shit, that guy's open. Oh my god, is he gonna? Oh, goal! And it's kind of fun to watch. And they've been, I mean, they have what like 10 goals now, I think, in total in the first 2 games. So it's a lot of good hockey. A lot of good hockey is what I'm trying to say.
I think the game is kind of like some females' breasts. It's a little lopsided.
I mean, the Panthers do have some talent. Like their captain Kachuk, like he's good, but he just hasn't been there. He's been trying to be a fucking guy who's like he's the one who's fighting everyone all the time. And it's like I think he's just trying to get people motivated and like stir shit up and like get in the Knights' heads, but it's not working. It's not working. So
it's time for never mind. All right, moving on from hockey.
Hey, if you are looking at bets, and it might keep going tonight, but I'm pretty sure Jonathan Marchessault has scored in his last nine playoff games. He scored twice last game.
Let's see here.
I bet his profits isn't that great. But the shitty thing is, Drew, even if it is 9, you know what's going to happen. You know he's not going to score tonight.
Doesn't matter, dude. I'm taking Vegas Golden Knights. They're plus 105 right now. I think that's very good money.
Damn, dude. They just won by fucking 5 goals.
Yeah. And then
should have been 7.
Player props. It's not. Oh, there we go. Points. Okay. Who are you saying?
Jonathan Marchessault.
All right. Minus 160. Let's go, baby.
To score a goal?
Yeah.
Damn, that means that Vegas is like all over it though. I mean, that's up to you if you want to take it. I would have expected like a plus number for some of those, but.
No, this is brought some beers money. You're gonna refund me.
I got you. Yeah, dude. I mean, he's been killing it. So,
I would agree with you. There's a reason he's at 160. And how many did he have last game?
He had 2 goals last game.
Yeah, there you go. That's enough for me, man.
But then before that, he's had like 1 every game. The last like 9 games. Jack Eichel is also like, he's been getting a lot of like points. So a lot of assists. He hasn't scored any goals in the last like 2 series, I don't think. But he's making a shit ton of really good plays.
I like what you said though, Shawn, about the nice goals, because that is something about hockey and soccer and you know, anything like that, where sometimes the puck just goes in, you know, sometimes the goalie screws up big time or whatever. When you see that play developed and like you were saying, it's very beautiful.
Like
you know?
the Panthers' first goal in the last game, they came out in the third period and literally shot one or something. It deflected off the goalie and then it bounced and it hit off one of the Knights defensemen who was standing like 5 feet from the goal, and it just hit him the right way. And it went back into the goal. Like it was a bullshit goal. And you're just like, okay, that's not even like exciting. Like that's not even cool. Like that's literally just a lucky bounce somewhere and you get it. And I mean, everyone needs a lucky bounce here and there, but most of the Knights goals have come from like very strategic plays or like great passing or something. Like one guy had a breakaway, in the last game on the right side, and there was a defender to his like left. And instead of like just ripping one at the goalie from the right, he saw somebody else trailing. It was Marchessault trailing on his left, and he just kind of like faked like he was going to shoot, backhanded it like almost through the defender's legs. And Marchessault, it was just wide open because the goalie came to him, and it was just wide open. So just shit like that you see happen. It's fun. I love playoff hockey. It's great.
Yeah, man, it's cool. You guys are definitely getting me into it a little bit more than I have been. It's super fun being a Minnesota Wild fan. We've won so many times, but You know, here's the problem with the Panthers really quick. Coming from an elite hockey mind. They're just not, they're not doing the flying V, dude. I feel, have you read that article where it's like, that is the stupidest play? And I'm sitting here growing up thinking it's the fucking coolest shit I've ever
seen. Yeah. That's like in basketball when people are like, can they not, like 4 guys just not surround the guy with the ball and just run up the court, like holding hands? And I'm like, I'd be down to watch it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, dude, let's try it.
Yeah, because if you break through, then it's a defensive foul. So it's like ring around the rosy up the court and then.
Dude, if it was me, if I was in the middle of that, I'd just be getting teabagged at my height. It would be terrible.
It'd be you and Chris Paul just getting smacked in the face. And then his daughter's in it for some reason. Like, stop making fun of me.
She's one of the ones around him. So dumb. Oh, sorry, Chris. Come to the team.
No, it's fine. It's fine, CP. You just retire. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, hockey. All right, Knights in 4. Let's do it.
NFL. I'll just say it right now because whatever. Dalvin Cook, from a business aspect, he had to leave. There's no doubt about it. And coming from a fan's aspect, I know how many games he plays. I've seen it. Yeah, he's had 1,000 rushing yards in the last whatever seasons. Yeah. I get that, and it sucks. It's sad to see it, but who's to say that other players couldn't do that? They're not giving him the chance.
So who's your guy now?
They apparently think
Madison.
Yeah, they think he's going to be a 3-down workhorse, and that's.
Do you guys still have that Kiki Ngannou or whatever his name is? Yep. Is he still back to there?
Yep.
Is he going to be number 2 now?
I think so, unless it's I can't figure who it would be. I think there was another guy.
Did you guys get somebody else? I thought you guys have someone. I can't remember though.
They're both pretty good though, whoever it is.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, but it's gonna suck definitely to watch Dalvin rush for 2,000 yards for the next team. You know, that's just.
He might shit if he goes to the Broncos or. Who's the other one said? Miami, yeah.
And then the Bills, but you know, it's the same thing as like Devontae even. Like that had to be like Devontae is like probably the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
And Packers let him go.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you guys? What did you feel when that happened? Cause
yeah, I mean it sucked. It sucked. Well, our hope was that we were going to try to not replace him, but like get pieces, and then they just didn't do that. We were like, oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Good trade.
Well, that's fun. Okay, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks. So, I mean, it really depends. I mean, Madison has looked like a pretty good backup, like from what we've seen, I feel like. So, who knows what it'll turn into.
The only game I've been to in this era was a Madison game, and he looked very good against the Seahawks. So
yeah, it should be interesting.
But I saw some videos of OTAs, and of course, it just gets your blood flowing. It's just so cool. But has there been any news on the Packers?
Nothing really. I mean, they're saying that Dobbs is looking like loves number 1 target that he's always looking for, which is complete horseshit, in my opinion. Sometimes a lot of these things that come out of OTAs, I take with a grain of salt because you hear stuff every year. But I don't see why Dobbs would be. I mean, unless he's really improved his hands. I mean, Watson should be the guy that he's looking for every fucking time. And Dobbs is kind of back up. Or him, yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember who that was. Who is that?
Fuck. I can't remember his name.
Oh, no. It's not the Ohio State guy, is it?
No, we missed him. We didn't take him. We drafted somebody later. 2 wide receivers later. I haven't heard much about them, though. But, yeah, I've heard things about Dobbs. I haven't even heard much about how Love's looking, honestly. So, yeah, I don't know. But I did see that huh?
Well, I don't know why that is.
Why? Because he's horrible.
So fucking shitty that they're like, we can't tell the world this.
Fucking probably. Did you see that Buccaneers battle for QB down there? With Kyle Trask and Baker?
Where's Kyle Trask?
I don't know. I think he was drafted by them, but I don't know where he went to college.
But what's going on? Is Baker winning that matchup or not?
No. They showed a clip of them trying to just hit like an easy running, like 10-yard target, and they both overthrew him horribly. It was not great. It was not great. Everyone was like, that is like a very standard throw, and both of them missed him bad.
Yeah, but Baker's defense, that's normal for him.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, Baker's going to win this, and he should not win this battle. He's going to win it because of his name, but he should not win that battle. But I'm sure Trash shouldn't either. Everyone keeps saying, oh, maybe after Brady sees this, he's going to come back, but Brady shut that down. He's like, no.
Yeah, that was so fucking dumb, dude. I drove back from the cabin, and it was all they talked about, and it was like, I don't even understand. Why would he go to Oakland? Why do you keep saying these things?
Yeah,
I'm like,
come back.
But I saw CJ. He pulled ahead of Davis Mills, and then who's the Panther kid? That's Young? Bryce Young.
Yeah.
He pulled ahead of Dum Darnold or whatever his name.
Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, I mean, they got to start him. No matter what, like they got to at least start him and see what the kid's got.
Dude, if they start him, he's getting teabagged too in the middle of that.
Dude, he looks like a toddler. He looks like Chris Paul and his daughter. Both of them standing behind that line. Yeah, he's a small human as well. That should be interesting to watch. I think he's going to be in for a rude awakening. I'm sure they'll have him play in the preseason, but I think the game speed and just the size of those guys is going to overwhelm him immediately, and he'll have to adjust, I think. Yeah, other than that, I saw stepson Bennett. He he got stuck in OTAs and he threw a touchdown pass.
Nice.
Help Stepson Bennett, I'm stuck in OTAs.
Help Stepson, I want to score a touchdown.
So he threw a pass, even though it didn't look like an amazing pass, but it was a touchdown, which honestly, like, I don't know why we're highlighting people throwing wide open touchdown passes in OTAs.
Dude,
people are like, oh my God, Stetson threw a touchdown pass in OTAs. It's like, okay, going 75% speed? Cool.
But that's because
like, there should be 100 of those
the quarterback vision. You're not watching the vision, dude.
I just don't get it sometimes.
Shawn's top porn topic is steps.
Bennett, yeah.
And he plays it at a slower speed. So lastly, let's do a game, man. Let's do a game.
A game?
Yeah, let's do it.
What kind of game you want to play?
Let's do the wheel, man.
Spinner?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me 1 second. I haven't had this up in a while, so I gotta pull it up.
Anyway, thanks for the followers. Thanks for listening. We're gonna try to do this every week. We want to get back on the train. Kids are tough. Shawn's gonna have a kid here in September pretty soon here. It's a little well, we're gonna let the kid decide, but
Drew, tell them about the stuff we have coming up.
Listeners, we got some sweet stuff coming up, and I'm sorry that I'm no longer posting on the betting thing. It's just a little tough right now, but I can't wait till I'm older because it works so well that if I can devote my time to it, cannot wait. Anyway, we got some sweet interviews coming up. Shawn, you're okay with us giving it away? I'll give one teaser away. So
yeah, don't give it away. But let's just in case they fall through, like give them some teasers, but don't tell them who.
All right. So the first teaser is this guy is Jewish, and he was on Lil Dick.
His name is Kanye West.
His name is Jack Harlow. And
let's go, Jack Harlow.
He was like, "You smell, bitch."
All right, we're spinning, brother. We're spinning. I haven't taken out some teams in a while.
No. So here's a great teaser though. Great teaser. Is one of the guys. He is a pro football player, or was. Sorry, he's retired now, and he's an awesome hunter. And I can't wait to talk to him. Do you see my shirt? See what that says? It says I'm a certified badass.
Says I'm a UA hunter.
And
Another teaser is a national champion volleyball player. She is a complete badass as well. And then
she's UA, you know that.
She's a UA hunter. She's also 6'3", so she could probably kick your ass, Drew. And mine as well. And then another teaser. We're just gonna give you 3 teasers of some of the ones we have coming up. But third one is he is Flying Tomato Jr. Figure it out, guys. All right.
Well, my last thing is
and he's also a hunter.
My list of guys that I can kick their ass is very, very short. People. Sorry.
By short, you mean Chris Paul and his dog. All right, the team we got, Chris Paul might be headed there. We don't know, but it is the N.O. Pelicans.
Oh, this is tough. All right.
The Pellies.
Go ahead, Shawn.
All right, I'll start off with old Zonnie Williamson.
Doesn't count. He doesn't play.
He's played like 10 games. It counts.
Let's go with Cody's favorite, Brandon Ingram.
I'll go CJ McCollum.
Ooh, I think, I'll save that one. That's a good one. Oh, crap.
Might have to use it.
Oh, Drew Holiday.
It's good. We're going to go Lonzo.
Anthony Davis.
That is a good one. Is that the one you were saving? We're going to go Jonas Valanciunas. Break glass in case of emergency.
Can I use my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's go JJ Redick.
I'm going to go Herbert Jones. I might be scrambling after this.
Oh, I think I don't.
Who's your guy?
Trey Murphy.
Oh, that's good.
I just came up with that. I literally just thought of it.
Yeah,
my guy was JJ.
JJ. We'll go the Pelicans. Ooh, the Pelicans.
That's honestly it. That's the list.
Dude, it might be. Trying to think of one other. I'm trying to think of like a fucking coach.
That's what I was just thinking. Still can't.
I know. I would say Nate McMillan has coached everyone. I almost want to say Nate McMillan, but I don't know.
Is that the Raptor guy?
I don't know if he did.
No, that's Nick Nurse. That's the Nick Nurse.
I might be out. I am checking real quick. Nate McMillan. Just Wikipedia. I don't see anything. All I'm doing is I typed in Nate McMillan. I think I'm out, but yeah, I'm out.
Pelican gods, come to me. Who plays for you? Come on, Shawn, give a sigh. Give a sigh. Who you seeing?
Trying to think if there's somebody you'd like. It's even.
Wally Zerbiak.
No, dude. Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Aquaman Adams.
Steven Adams, yes.
Adams.
Keep going. So tie. Well, let's call that a tie.
No, you can win that one. That's fine.
I didn't win. I didn't guess it.
You said what's his face?
Holy Serbia.
Peja Stojakovic or something. Nikolai Alexander Walker or Tony Allen.
Yeah, that should have been.
Jose Alvarado. Fucking Jose. That
Oh,
little
man.
weirdo.
Jose.
Trevor Ariza played for him.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
Are some of these real? Stacey Augman? What?
Just coming up with names now.
Dude, I thought he retired with like fucking Georgia. What the fuck? Eric Bledsoe. I should have known that.
Oh,
Yeah. Dude, they've had some fucking rough players, man. Holy shit.
when
Tyson Chandler,
wait,
Omri
now I'm
Cassidy,
feeling stupid. Maybe it's a spotted cow, but when did they join the league?
like 2003 or
Okay,
something
so I'm
like
not
that.
crazy. They're pretty new.
Yeah, they're new. Probably like 2003. No, fucking trying to find anybody who's like Baron Davis.
Okay, yeah, probably when he was 90.
Oh, Boogie Cousins,
He was terrible there.
Tyreek Evans, Patrick Ewing. That's not real. What is that, like a son or something? It says in
Yeah.
2011. Yeah, it is. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did he come out of retirement to fucking
Dude, he
sign
never
with them?
retired.
I
He's just been
want to
playing.
retire a Pelican. Derek Favors, Tim Frazier, Jimmer Fredette,
Hey,
Langston
have you
Galloway,
seen,
Eric Gordon.
Jimmer's been playing in that like big three shit. He's been killing it.
Yeah.
What's up with that dude? Let's talk about that.
He
really
played
quick.
overseas for a long time.
But
He
Shawn,
still is.
we saw him at G League. You know, he was the best of the G League people. Why can't he? I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I think like some of these people, it's just like, just that game like just doesn't translate well, which is hard to say because like you see, yeah, I know, but you see Curry do it, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. I wish I had a good answer for you, honestly.
Here's the answer. He's Mormon.
I mean, maybe. Dude, it's strange. Like, I guess I haven't watched him play recently enough that like, he's got to be a good ball handler, right? Like, he's got to be solid. He can shoot. He loves to chuck. Like, there's guys like Joe Ingles and like,
No, but Shawn, that's
Mir-
it. So
that's
that's
like,
why I don't
how are you
get
in the league? Like, he's more
I don't think
athletic and he can do more.
I don't think he's good at defense. But then why are you playing big three? You know, you still have to play defense in big three. I guess maybe not as much.
Well, the thing is too, it's like 80% of the NBA players are not good at defense. Like,
I disagree. I am, Shawn, I feel like we've been through this before, but, it's hard for me to argue with people. It was the whole Derrick Rose thing. You saw Derrick Rose live and, he was the fastest you've like ever seen.
yeah.
When you said that like resonated with me and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, but you're right. Dude, these guys are so quick. It's super hard to play defense. Now, are they trying 100%? Some of them are. Giannis is trying.
Yes.
Drew
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Holiday.
He falls in the 20%. But there's guys like that just give up, that don't do shit on defense, and they're a liability.
I just can't. Well, so like Andrew Wiggins, I used to think like Andrew just doesn't even try. No, Andrew's just getting his ass whooped every time he's playing defense. That's him trying, dude. It's him trying.
But then, like, how can Jimmer not find a job?
Because he's Mormon and believes in Mormons.
Because they don't want to pay
black
for they don't
in
want to pay for 12
1973.
hotel rooms for all of his wives.
Oh,
So
shit,
he comes
Jimmer.
with too much baggage.
No, dude, that's every NBA.
Yeah, that's true. They're buying rooms for girlfriends and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. It is strange to see some guys that get forced overseas because it really doesn't make sense. Like sometimes I'm like, dude, I know they're good enough that they should have a spot in the league, honestly.
I think that Tyus Jones and Jimmer Fredette are the same level of basketball. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Both of them excelled at G League. We saw both of them. Why is one in the league and why?
I bet Jimmer's probably better than like Dylan Brooks.
How dare you talk about DB like that? He's our next Timberwolves.
Fuck. The Shanghai Timberwolves, maybe.
Let's go.
That's brutal.
All right, dude. Got to wrap it up.
Are we good? All right,
Yep.
man. Let's wrap it up. Go watch the Knights game tonight. Go Knights. And I'll try to get this out tonight, but if not, it'll be out tomorrow, and you can think about the Knights game and analyze our conversation here.
I'll be watching, man.
Alrighty, dude.
All right. Love
See
you
ya.
guys.
Thanks for listening, guys. Love it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking. Brewing and we cooking, brewing and we cooking. When I circle off the square glass, from the triangle for a star pass. New era in the scrimmage from the tip off. Sip and go, celebrate a smoky thick broth. Underdog, make it to the contender. Coming through this header when you straight fender benders. Stopping in the octagon, swinging in circles. Research the game like your name's Steve Urkel. This game time, coach with a PT, B&B PC. Tap in and beat the Southpaw finna leave y'all shook.